Welcome to Searching in Enterprise Wizard. This is the core capability upon which much of our other functionality is based and is one of the strongest features of the system. Why is robust searching absolutely essential in a process automation system? There are three main reasons. The first is fairly obvious. Your staff members will enjoy working in a system where they can quickly find the records they need to address. The other reasons may be less obvious. A web-based system requires highly sophisticated access permissions. For instance, you may want external customers to see not just their own support cases, but also those submitted by other people at their company. Lastly, a business process automation product is only as good as its search capabilities. Why? Because automation may be required upon any specific change to a record, and the system needs to recognize that such a change has occurred. It does this by reviewing each record as it is changed or periodically searching for qualifying records. Let's look at a typical example of such automation. Suppose whenever a support case is reassigned, we want to email the new assignee, but only if he didn't just reassign it to himself. We can create a simple rule to send the email. In Enterprise Wizard, we can run a rule whenever a record is created, edited, or deleted. So in this case, when a record is edited, we'll run this rule to search and see if the assigned person field has been changed. The search will also compare the assigned person value with the value in the updated by field to be sure it wasn't assigned by the person himself. Any field may be compared to a field variable for another field by looking at the list of fields and clicking on the appropriate variable to insert it into the search dialog. This example illustrates two of the search features of Enterprise Wizard, the ability to search for changes to any field and the ability to compare one field against another. These capabilities allow any type of change to be caught so that it can trigger some action to occur. They also allow permission filters that are based on matching company or name values against the values in a particular record, typically the user's record. Let's look now a bit more closely at the full range of search options in Enterprise Wizard. The Quick Search box allows users to quickly find records or files of interest. Full-text indexing means that searching is extremely fast, even with millions of records, and any field or combination of fields may also be indexed to speed retrieval based on specific criteria. Attached files can be searched as well. Let's find any appearance of Craig Gordon in the records. We find 2 records and 1 attached file with this name. Let's try another search. Suppose we want to find all records that were last updated by the user named EWAdmin. If we find too many records, we can refine and add further criteria. Let's find just those with a status of assigned. Note that we can search on any field or across all text fields. To clear any search, we just click Show All. We can also search for ranges of record IDs to quickly go to records of interest. Typing in a number range gives you just the records with those IDs. To search for numbers in other fields, we just put the numbers in quotes. Users can save their favorite searches and add them to the left pane, or simply run them by clicking on the Save Search dropdown. More complex searches are created through the Advanced Search. This is where most searches that drive automation are built. Here we can combine as many complex criteria as needed to find the records of interest. Let's look at the different filter types. A simple filter is used to find specific field values or to match against other fields or against the user fields of the person running the search. For instance, let's find cases with a priority of high or greater and in which the assigned person value matches my full name value. Then let's add a time criteria, that the date created is greater than 8 hours old. We can limit this to working hours of the team in the assigned team field so they don't get notified on the weekend if we were sending an email rule notification. Note that we can also use a time filter to find dates arriving in the future. Also note parentheses that are available to group complex criteria as needed. Let's limit the search to records whose status is not equal to closed. This might be a search that any staff person could use to find cases she needs to deal with. We can sort the results in any order and name the search to save it. We can choose a particular view to show with this search, and if we are an admin user, we can make this search available to specific groups. Let's look at the other filter types. The calendar filter is often used for reporting. It measures time by calendar periods, such as last calendar month, last calendar week, or day, and so on. The advanced filter is the one that measures change or lack of it. This is the basis for much of the automation. For instance, suppose we have closed a case and sent the customer an email with a link that, if clicked, edits the case and sets the value of the "I would like to reopen my ticket" field to yes. When that happens, we want to automatically change the status to reopened and notify the person who closed the ticket. We can simply create a rule that runs upon record edits with a search to find this situation. And when the search criteria is met, the rule executes the desired action. Our historical search capability goes even further than that. We can use our built-in history to find records that ever met some search condition. For instance, let's find all cases that were ever assigned to Craig Gordon. We simply deselect the Now button to turn the search into a historical search. One final filter is of special value. This is the runtime filter. This allows you to define a complex search while leaving one variable for the user to fill in at runtime. For instance, you might want to search for records created this month or last month for a particular customer. With just one saved search, you can now find the records you want for any customer. When you run the search, you just type in the company name. These searches can also be the basis for reports, so you can save just one report and then run it for a particular company by typing in the company name at runtime. On top of the table-based searches we've already seen, Enterprise Wizard also has a global search capability. Just type in a customer name or company to find all records in all tables in which some field holds that value. In conclusion, Enterprise Wizard was designed to find any needle in any size haystack, and to find it quickly and reliably. This capability gives it the power to automate any business process.